3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. They'll get this out wide to Penny.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage here. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Geno. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Goff now looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
2nd and 10.
Now Smith. Here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
We always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded just inside the 30.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 6. Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Swift.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably...
And this time he is in.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
They'd love to just throw him back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll end up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Seahawk football here to
to start quarter number 2. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Two fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Swift on the counter.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Swift.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker.
74 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taking it about the 1.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Catch
That's number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out to his left. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Goff going to keep it himself. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jared Goff with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
D. Eskridge.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Loaded with talent. DJ Chark hasn't been able to stay on the field to replicate a Pro Bowl season from 2019. Detroit gave him a big 1-year prove-it deal to see if he can recapture that form, and he comes through here with a 1st down catch.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have 1st half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth 1st half that we've seen.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Now a give right side Swift. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. Off to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now Geno on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Smith on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Gone. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Smith.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit of gunshot throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is taken at the 15.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into, watching this big one, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. Penny, the 1st down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Smith.
Throw to Eskridge, complete on the out route.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They bring the pressure as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead, take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 3rd and 2, Smith. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
First down, Seahawks.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking sideline, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll go out of bounds after taking it a little bit further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Seattle.
On the draw, this is Penny. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, He's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
On 1st and 10, Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith. It's caught. Lockett. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Smith. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Smith now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. They didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Left side complete to Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd and inches, Smith. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Smith. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd and goal, Smith. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They showed off a nice juke in the defender before the next wave could bring it down. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you perform as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go and